Hey, what is up, you sexy beasts? GhostSickness, Tristan here, and today I'm telling you guys that I want a new car. Why do I want a new car? What do I drive now? And what are my qualifications for a brand new car that I'm looking for? So I want a new car, not a new car, not like drive off the lot, lose a whole bunch of money in depreciation new car, but a new car to me, a used car that's different than the one I have. Now, I currently drive a, boom, picture 1998 Mazda 626 LX. It's white. I've owned it for the last about 2 years or so, since last November of 2013. It's the second car I've actually officially owned. I had some complicated things with some Kias going on a few years ago. If you guys follow my channel, I had like a Kia Soul for 2 weeks, and then I had a Kia Forte for like a month. It's all complicated, but those weren't actually in my name, so I don't consider them actually owning the cars, right? So I've only had this car and a 1988 Mazda or Honda LX Accord LX, and I'm like, okay, so I want an upgrade. My current car is only worth about $1,600 in private party, and that's really not a lot for a car that I drive on the regular. And it's just not a super ugly car. It's not a super dysfunctional car. It's reliable. It gets me from point A to point B, and it can accelerate decently when I need it to. It has air conditioning. It has, you know, power windows, power everything. It has a subwoofer in it that I installed. It has the keyless entry, the key fob, whatever you want to call it, and everything. It's really not a bad car. Now, the reason I want a new car is not because the current car I have is complete shit. It's not a total junker. I mean, it does work, but it's not a luxury car. It's not a really nice car, and, you know, I make a decent amount of money. I don't want to flaunt myself and be like, yes, I make all the money, yeah, you know, or whatever, but I make a decent amount of money, and I want to buy something that not only represents that, but that I can be proud to drive. You know what I mean? Like, people see me around and they're like, what? That kid's driving. What? How old is that kid? And everything like that. So I want a kind of car that, you know, turns heads. Now, look, I'm not looking for a $40,000 Mercedes or a $40,000, $50,000 BMW or whatever. I'm going to tell you the qualifications for my brand new car and kind of what my plan is for that, because that should be unveiling here soon. I'll be able to buy a new car, and I'll let you guys along with the way, and so you guys can judge it, and I'll make videos of it and everything like that. Because if you guys didn't know, I actually really like cars. I like vehicles, and I'm not super into the mechanical aspects of them. You know, obviously I know you get oil changes, tire rotations, stuff like that, the basics, but I want a nice luxury vehicle that I enjoy driving and enjoy having people in, and just stuff like that. I just want a nice new car to me. And so the qualifications, the first one's going to be under $10,000. This is a hard limit, meaning that it's really not flexible. I mean, I was thinking about it earlier today, and I'm like, okay, I could buy a brand new car off the lot and just keep it forever and ever, and have it lose a bunch of money but never pay a dime in maintenance. Really not like car maintenance. If anything goes wrong, you know, obviously I have to pay for the oil changes and the tire rotations and whatnot, but I wouldn't have to pay for, you know, mechanical things that went wrong with it, right? And this is under $10,000. This is basically a hard limit. A manual transmission, also a hard limit. These are requirements, guys. Manual transmission, which basically means a stick shift, meaning you have to do all the shifting yourself. It's so much better to drive. You know, that's what I learned on. That's what I really like driving on. And let me know what you guys think about manual transmissions. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Obviously, they suck for city traffic, but I don't really have a lot of that here, but they're really fun to drive either way because you have a bunch more control and just a lot more power, and they're just nicer to drive. I want it to be mean and sporty. Now, not just a basic sedan, not just a basic Kia or Honda Accord, you know, that's newer. I want it to be like a nice looking vehicle. Now, does it have to be the brand new Mercedes? No, but it has to be, you know, decent looking and not just like an ugly car. Now, it doesn't have to like completely turn heads like, oh my god, what is he driving? But just like, okay, that's a nice looking car. That's a decent car to look at. Stuff like that. I kind of want that look, like a mean and sporty look, if you guys know what I mean. And so I want it in the color black or white. Now, why do I want black or white? Because I have these nice black tires that I would like to put on it, and they would only really look good on a black or white vehicle, and those are really the best colors for vehicles. They're the really basic ones. You know, red can look good occasionally. Green doesn't look very good. Purple doesn't really look good. You know, silver doesn't really look that great, and all this other stuff, and there are some really bad shades of white. Beige doesn't look that great, but there are some cream colors that look really good on some premium vehicles, like the Nissan GTR. Those look really, really good in cream color and everything like that. But and I want it in good condition. Now the paint and everything doesn't have to be perfect, the interior doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it in good condition, because the guy before me with the current car that I have, he was a painter, okay, and some of the seats and everything like that have literal paint stains, and they're like gray on fucking like different color gray upholstery. I'm like, you motherfucker, because it just does not look that great, and I'm like, god damn it, you know, because who spills paint in a car? Like, who does that? Unless you like drive a van or something. Just keep it separate, okay? Keep your job and everything separate. But I want it in decently good condition, you know, nice seats, not torn up, not super fucked up. And I want it with reasonable mileage. That means under 150,000. That is my hard limit. You know, I prefer something around 100,000, maybe lower if I can possibly get it. But like I said, I'm working with $10,000 here. Now, obviously, I could afford a car more expensive than $10,000. That is the amount I'm leasing. I don't have $10,000 cash. I wish. But, no, don't get the wrong idea. And the problem is, I don't know if I want a BMW or an Audi or maybe a Subaru, because the problem with premium vehicles like that is I know I'm going to pay premium maintenance fees, guys, $1,000 to $2,000 a year, if not more, for a BMW or an Audi if I had to take it to the shop for mechanical errors. Maybe the, you know, transmission blew, or maybe fucking head gasket or whatever. I don't know, the clutch, something just breaks, and I have to pay a shitload for it. So I don't know if it's worth it to get a BMW or an Audi to pay those premium expensive fees, because like I said, it meets all these conditions most of those cars do, but it's gonna be a lot more expensive in maintenance and to do everything like that. So maybe a Subaru, I don't know, Subaru WRX, if I could pronounce it, that'd be great. A Subaru WRX or something like that. But those vehicles are so common, I see them everywhere, and they're really not the sexiest vehicles, and although they're fast, they're really not the sexiest vehicles in my opinion. Now, overall, I'm excited, but I'm most likely going to buy from a dealership. I could buy from a private seller. Like I said, I am taking a loan out on this car, and in the past, I wanted a Mazda 6, but their horsepower really isn't that great. It's sub 200, and obviously, I don't need a super mean 300 horsepower, you know, V8 turbocharged sports car, but I would like something, you know, about 200 horsepower, reasonably fast, and just a nice looking vehicle, if that makes sense. Do you guys understand the message I'm trying to convey here? Because there are a lot of cars that meet these qualifications, and I'm really not, you know, expecting too much, and I have a lot of expectations for my new car because I have a current car, right? It's just like a job. Like, I'm not just gonna leave for something that's subpar or really not that much better than my current job. I'm gonna leave for something that's great, something that's awesome, something I really want to do. You know, just like a car, I'm not just gonna, you know, ditch this car for just a slightly better car like I did last time. I'm gonna ditch this car for a way better car. And obviously, I'm not buying an awful lot new. Obviously, I'm not doing anything like that. But I want to get your opinions on this. Am I being reasonable? Yeah. What do you guys think meets these qualifications? Should I buy a BMW? Should I not? I know they're way more expensive in maintenance, but is it worth it? I don't know. But I'm really excited once I can begin to start looking for new cars. Like I said, I have a lot of money saved up, but I do not have $10,000 cash. Just keep that in mind. I wish. But yeah, so remember the fact that I fucking love you guys. Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Bye.